Alright guys, Hayzink here. Welcome back to the channel for another Disgaea RPG video. So I'm actually going to be doing my Fuka summons in just a couple of minutes, but before that there's something that's happened that I want to address, I want to talk about, because I feel like we as a player base had a big impact on this. I know a lot of people who watched the content on this channel particularly had a big impact on this, and it's basically going to talk about the pity situation. Before we go on and talk about this, if you haven't already, please consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel, commenting down below, and all of that good stuff. So yes, basically today Boltrend have released a statement talking about the pity situation. Now, to those of you who are new to this channel and are slightly unaware, we did a bit of a push last month where I asked you guys if you would go to the Discord, share your feedback, let the developers of the game know that you weren't happy with the situation with regards to the traditional Chinese version getting pity, whereas Global had been left without pity since day one. And a lot of you guys did this, and I feel like you did it in the correct way. You made your voice heard, you left well constructed feedback statements, letting them know how you felt, what you wanted to happen, and they did address it last month saying that something was going to happen, but this month they seem to have given a more concrete answer with dates behind it. So I'm going to read through this statement, I'm going to talk about my feelings, and I want you guys to let me know what you think in the comments down below. So here's the statement. Hey dude, to all of our loyal Disgaea RPG players, we would like to address the recent issues with as much frank transparency as possible. We have been listening and we have been working hard to bring the global players the pity system and other quality of life improvements as soon as possible. Our tentative date for adding the pity system is October 14th, although this may be subject to change or need additional testing. Now, very quickly, I just want to point this out here. At no point have they said we're going to get guaranteed pity, okay? The original statement said they were going to work on some form of pity and they're going to implement this pity system on the 14th. Now, it may be guaranteed pity, I don't know, but all I know is there's going to be some form of pity implemented into the game on the 14th of October. Now, fingers crossed that is going to be the ticket system that that the traditional Chinese version has, because I think that at this stage is what we all want, but until it's implemented in game we won't fully know what this pity system is, but I still see this as a win nonetheless. Reading on, it says, we also want to assure global players that our intent was not to favour differing regions. Unfortunately you did do that though. Our intention has always been to bring these changes to all versions of the game, and we hope that our latest round of quality of life improvements, the battle pass and other currently global exclusive features has shown our commitment to bettering the experience for our players. Apart from puzzle, I'm not really sure what global exclusive content we have. I've thought about this. I don't really know what global exclusive content we have other than puzzle, and to be honest most people don't like puzzle, so I'm not entirely sure what they're talking about there, where they're talking about global exclusive features. Maybe someone in the comment section down below can enlighten me, but again, apart from puzzle, I don't really know what global exclusive features we have, and to be honest, I don't need global exclusive features. I would just like us all to have the same game. Give us the same game as you're giving the traditional Chinese version. Improve rates where you improve rates there. Ticketed pity when they've got ticketed pity there. I personally, as a global player, I don't need better treatment than them. Just don't give them better treatment than us. Make it a fair, even playing field, and I'm sure we'll all be happy. So to further demonstrate this commitment, we'll be implementing an immediate change to the rates for the fiercest badass Overlord Festival, with the featured banner unit Fuka Zeno receiving a 5% rate on guaranteed 4-star drops, 0.5% on normal drops. This is to be the standard drop rate for these units going forward in both EN and TC versions, even once the pity system has been added later in October. Okay, now, I've spoken to them about this. I was kind of shown this rate before it came into effect, and I thought having the new unit on this banner, having the highest rate, excellent. Excellent, that's what you want. The only thing I wasn't too keen on is the other badass units being at a lower rate, so maybe this will change going forward, I don't know, but what I've suggested is having the new unit at 0.5%, having the other badass units at 0.3%, and then having the rest of the general pool falling in between 0.2 and 0.25, whatever it is, to make up the numbers. Hopefully that's what they do going forward, because right now it's fantastic that the new units get a higher rate. It's just a bit unfortunate that the rest of the badass units fall in at a lower rate than the general pool. So my suggestion to them has been, make the new unit 0.5, awesome, make the other badasses 0.3, that's fine, and then make the rest of the general pool just a little bit lower than the badass units, so that you feel like, you know, badass units are what you're more likely to pull on these banners. Because RNG will mean that it's not necessarily going to be the case, but if you at least feel like you've got a better chance of pulling the units, you feel more confident in summoning on the banner. So carrying on, we will be releasing a new event calendar soon, but to address another major question, we're planning to release the next raid on October 20th. The re-release of the Xenodesco raid will occur sometime after that. We've been working on systems to make sure raids are fair and balanced for all players. Now I think what that's talking about is making sure they've got anti-cheat detection in place, so that we don't have issues like before with people cheating their way to the top of the leaderboard. The reason the raid's going to be happening on the 20th is, obviously it's been leaked now, 7 Deadly Sins is coming, and as part of 7 Deadly Sins there is a Diane raid that's very important to the 7 Deadly Sins collab. I'll talk about why in another video, but that is probably what we can expect on the 20th of October. Reading the final part of the statement, we're dedicated to making Disgaea RPG into a better game with every update, and we're thankful for all of our loyal players, for new and old, for continuing to support us. Thanks, dude. So, all in, I think the statement's absolutely fine. It's nice that we do have more of a hard confirmed date for pity. Again, hopefully it is just the same ticketed pity system that the TC version has. We don't know though, honestly we don't know. I'm not trying to alarm people and say it's not going to be, it's just I distinctly remember the first statement said something about implementing a form of pity, so for all we know it could be something slightly different, but it's still good that we're getting this into the game. It's obviously going to give people a little bit better value with their summons, and overall I think that's all what we're looking for, and it is going to make Disgaea RPG a better game. So your feedback worked, guys. Let me just say I'm happy that all of you took part. I'm happy that you all went and you shared your feelings on this. You let them know that you weren't going to stand for it, and it just shows you that player power can work. It's not all about dropping 1-star reviews on games like they're doing over on Genshin. If you give constructive, well-written feedback, it can make a difference and it can have an impact. And obviously we're now seeing that with the fact that pity is going to be added to the game as of next month, hopefully in time for the 7 Deadly Sins. That would be a huge improvement. But anyway guys, thanks for listening on this video. I felt like I should go over this because I feel like we as a player base had a massive hand in making this happen. Let me know in the comments down below how you feel. I've been Hayzink, and as always I'll catch you on the next Disgaea RPG video, dudes. See ya.